Hi, this is Astrology Weekly for the week starting from the 6th of August and lasting until the 13th of August. And my pink hair is here, white and purplish and so on. Why? Because I'm going to sing to you. No Marilyn, I did Marilyn already for the winter eclipse. Now this is one neo-punk classic from the beginning of the 90s, and it goes like this. I don't want your money, honey, I want your love. I don't want your money, honey, I want your love. I don't want your money, honey, I want your love. La, 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 la. And the guys are crashing guitars behind me, and I'm in pink hair and little dress and fur around me, and I'm singing this complicated song. You should check the video, official video, but I forgot the group's name and this young girl, young in those ages. But I just remembered her when I had to put this wig on my head. Let's do Astrology Weekly. As you might already guessed, we will have partial solar eclipse happening in the sign of Leo. But before this, I'm going to do a separate video, and I hope my batteries will last to finish this one. Please last, please, 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 or I will. No, I won't. So, for this week, we have several events going on. As you already know, we have this great stable trine between the planet Saturn and Uranus, something new, innovative with something old and traditional. Saturn in the sign of Capricorn, the sign of its rulership, something old, traditional, very well founded, stable, everything excellent. And Uranus in the sign of Taurus, something related to the agriculture, arts, architecture, and so on and so on and so on. At the same time, again, stable trine between the planet Jupiter in Scorpio, medical fields, chemistry, and the Neptune in the sign of Pisces, medical, chemistry, fluids, oil, gases, art, singing, dancing, and so on. On the negative side, drugs, illegal substances, trading with illegal stuff in general, going out in the public with some dirty stuff regarding public figures, and so on and so on. You already know those stories. I've told you so many times before, because these are two long-lasting aspects throughout the major part of this year. And now, let's do the other one. Yeah. Pluto in sextile, Pluto from the sign of Capricorn in the sextile with Neptune, and Pluto in the sextile with Jupiter. This is great for the business people. Some great businesses are going on, finishing, reworking, redoing, some breakthroughs in the fields of quantum physics, quantum mechanics, quantum medical field, mining, and so on are going on. So while others are going through their own soap operas and non-meaningful stuff, there are other people who are doing grandiose projects right now, breakthroughs in many fields. You will hear about it one day. And then what we have else? Yep. No, I'm thinking, what will I talk about first? I will do the moon. By Monday, moon will form a great air trine with Mars in the sign of Aquarius. Venus is very close to enter into the sign of Libra. She's gaining her strength again. No, she's not in yet, but this is the announcement for the talk between the lovers or friends. This is something grand, stable, new hope is getting born out of this. And this moon makes a sextile toward the north node of the moon, Rahu, placed in the sign of Leo, and starting to apply the in my language it's called applicazione. It's applicable. It's starting to form the sextile toward the Sun and Mercury. Okay, By Tuesday, Venus should enter into the sign of Libra, and I will tell you the main theme about this Venus in those moments. And by what will happen by Wednesday or Thursday? Inferior conjunction between retrograde Mercury and the Sun in the sign of Leo. Why it's called inferior conjunction? Because Mercury is going retrograde. They will meet again a few weeks later, but this time this will be called superior conjunction. This is the fusion between the ego and the thinking mind, the logical mind. In some cases, this is great, this is phenomenal. Someone will gain strength, the power to stand their own grounds and to speak their own truth. But on the other occasion, this merge between the ego and the thinking mind, logical mind, will lead the person toward acting too egoistic. Let me be straight with you. To be stupid, egomaniac, stupid egomaniac. So that's it. Now you understand, and all the shades between those two opposites. And then on Saturday we will have partial solar eclipse going on in the sign of Leo. I think it's about 18 degrees, but I will check when I do the separate video about the solar eclipse. I saw the major aspects going on, but this is the weekly video, and we won't talk so much about it. And then that's not basically all about the major signs. This Sun and this Mercury are making square toward the Jupiter in the sign of Scorpio, and North Node of the Moon Rahu are helping them very much to do this. This is not good because Mars is still making opposition toward this sign, Sun and this Mercury, and of course this Rahu. Why this is not so good? This is not so good because some public people, figures, political figures, celebrities, and so on, or people who hold the power, the highest position in their environment, will be called upon to justify some of their acts. They might start to lie, something dirty will go out in the public again and again and again, because this is the major trait of this Jupiter in the sign of Scorpio. And I forgot to do my disclaimer. I am doing the Western or tropical astrology analysis, although I'm doing from time to time, I'm referring to the Vedic or sidereal astrology in the moments I find it appropriate. And for those who do not know this yet, please share, subscribe, comment, blah 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 blah. You know what to do, so let's do this. I'm checking my battery from time to time and getting those hair of this wig out of my mouth. My mind, this Mercury and Sun. and what did I did a square between Sun and Mercury, and at the same time we had workable, we had continuous square, or a square which lasts a long time between Uranus and Mars, which is still very close to the south node of the moon Ketu. I call it the headless Mars, unorganized Mars. This is the Mars who loves to be in the crowds, but those guys are not organized like the army. They don't have they don't apply strategic thinking. They act from moment to moment like non-organized group, like rebels of some sort. And this Uranus in the sign of Taurus squaring this Mars in the sign of Aquarius points me to think again and again and again toward some protests, terroristic acts, bloody events going on in the urban area of these areas of this planet. Explosive might be involved, firearms for sure. So keep away from the crazy people, keep away from the crowds. Don't be annoyed with agriculture, with politics, with glyphosates, with this, and this. In these moments, just keep calm and meditate, meditate, meditate while this craziness leaves us once and for all, but this won't happen so soon. So you have to be very careful and you have to take care about your family and your belongings and so on. On the other side, this is something going on in the nature, volcanoes, earthquakes, and so on and so on. The major theme, now I'm opening the major theme because this week is called He's Back. But will it last? I don't think so. Because this Venus, and one disclaimer more, when I'm talking about the Venus in the sense like she's the girl or she's the female, this is her major characteristic in astrology, and Mars is the symbol for a man or manly energy. This situation could be turned around in some cases so that the man is waiting for the woman, that she's actional, he's more passive, and so on. And this could also be applicable for the homosexual couples. So the one who is playing the dominant part or the actional part will be portrayed with this Mars, and the one who is playing more passive and the more sensitive part will be portrayed as this Venus right now. So don't let me talk many hundred times female passive energy, this. I will say she and I will say girl, and you find yourself in this equation. I don't care. So she have waited such a long time for his return, and she had to go through inner transformations and inner questionings and lows and ups and this and this and this, while he was exposed to some way serious stuff in his life which are not directly related to law. So he had to fight authorities, he had to fight for his territory, for his authority, for his position in his job or in his criminal gang or anywhere. And now, finally, and he lost his mind in this process, and probably he did some stupid things also. But at this moment, throughout this week, you have the highest chances to meet again. And you will talk. But I hate this part. You will find yourself in the area of where the air is the ruling element, because this Mars is still in the sign of Aquarius, ruled by air, and this Venus slowly enters into the sign of Libra, which is her house and which is ruled by the element air also. And this means blah 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 blah. Too much talking, too little action. I don't particularly like this position of the Mars in the sign of Aquarius. Yeah, he's headless and he's aggressive and this, but he's too verbal, he's too talkative. His actions are not pointed toward love, but toward some sort of destruction and so on. So they will talk. But this Venus starts to form the square with the planet Saturn, and this is a most horrible moment for a female in the chart, because she will feel lonely, misunderstood, unloved enough. She will feel touched, caressed, cuddled, she won't feel accepted in her essence as a female. Oh yeah, we can talk about trading, and I will sell you this and this, and you will sell me this, and you can do the plumbing in my home and redecoration in my kitchen and this and this. This is great talk, but this doesn't have to do anything with love, and you are not offering me a love. And I need love. I don't need a repairman. I don't need a businessman to do the next deal and something like that. Right now, throughout this week, I need love, and I won't get this love. Yeah, you came back to me. I waited for you so long. But now I'm hoping something will be born. You might get stabilized, you might respond to my desires. I will think how to respond toward your desires, but something is off. And this off feeling will last through the next 2 or 3 months. So don't be so sure. He is back. But is this the right solution for you? You have to think about it, and I will tell you right away that couples which have the greater age difference, 7 years or more, they will find way more success than the couples who are very close with their age right now. And at the same time, this was the major theme for this video, at the same time, the most affected degrees due to the last total lunar eclipse will be the first few degrees of the signs of Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and the middle sign of the sign of Virgo. So if you have sensitive points somewhere there, your world is crashing to be rebuilt again. So don't be so sure if he or she comes back and starts to talk. Don't think this is it, we are going again, and this love operate will last forever. No, it won't. No, it won't. Don't be so sure. I hate to be the bearer of the bad news, but someone has to do the dirty job, and I'm doing the dirty job right now. Okay, let's do the signs very fast, very fast, very fast. Leos. Everything is crashing down, everything, but now you're trying to prove something. You might use some sort of the lies, and if you are applying for some sort of the funds and investments, no one will give you money right now. You will have to wait. Something is off. At the same time, horrible things happening in your home, in your marriage. Someone is trying to shake up your area of your career, and at the same time something nice, erotic, exotic is happening. Don't fall into the trap to find yourself a mistress or to have an affair in this area, in this time frame, because you will get exposed and you will pay horrible price for this. In some cases, a fair woman or a fair man might come back and try to blackmail you. If you did something wrong, you will pay right now. So for the next time, don't do anything wrong like this. Virgos, your world is already shaking with this eclipse, total lunar eclipse, which happened 2 weeks ago. And then for the next 5 or 6 weeks, you will have to readjust your world, and at the same time something good is happening with your money, and you are like this, where this came from? Don't talk. Just let this money be in your way. Okay. Some problems with your friends and so on, communication, but this is nothing so important, although you will get involved in this and you will get furious and enraged and so on, but this will all clear out, and 5 weeks later you won't have some of your old friends, but you will gain some of your new friends, and this is how the life is going. Libras, he's back. I told you, you're talking. There's a little more what was that song of Elvis Presley? Little less conversation, little more action, please. Yeah, you want that. You want that to happen. At the same time, some changes in the area of your friends, or you are readjusting the plans for your future. Scorpios, changes, changes, changes. Will you stay in your marriage? You thought it's grand, it's stable, it will last for a lifetime, and now it's crashing down, it's crashing down. Something might explode in your kitchen, something might start to burn. The guy who is above you, your superior in the area of your career, is getting on your nerves. This is someone who cannot be relied upon, and he is demanding too much of you, and you are feeling like you are going to explode. Guide your heart. Your heart could be in danger right now. Don't do drugs, don't do alcohol. Sagittarius, again, some expenses from the past are returning, and you have to pay for them. But at the same time, something good is happening in the foreign lands, in the area of your additional education, and you could find a new business idea, this, or new inspiration, or new friends and something, and this will help you in the future. Don't start anything new right now, but go through all details, recheck, rework, reread, and you will get things organized in your head first, and then everything will be easy, especially starting from the month of November. I have to be fast. Capricorns, some good things, some grand things, some bad things, some awful things, good things going in the area of your career. You have to check your expenses, taxes, returns, court cases, and so on. Something is messy with your money in general. Aquarius, new phase starts right now for you, and you will find out in the next few months that you are getting sober. You were crazy, you are still crazy right now, especially regarding some things going on in your home. With your family of origin, with your motherly figure, there are some changes, but something good and grand is coming from the foreign lands, and you are getting the support you waited so long time ago. At the same time, your marriage or partnership in business is crashing down. Pisces, don't do drugs, don't do drugs, don't do drugs. Changes are coming, changes are coming, changes are coming for you. It applies the same. Don't get caught if you are doing something illegal or having extramarital affair. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. You are tempted, but don't do this. At the same time, something good is happening in the area of your career through the circle of your friends, which are coming back into your life. Aries, crazy, 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 still crazy, crazy about money, totally crazy about everything, about properties, and now she's back in your life. You are talking, but you are not so sure because you are all over the place. You are fighting for your position and so on, and she seemed a little bit distant. She wants one thing, and you are not in the mood to give her that tenderness and love and care. You want to fight, to fight, to fight, but you don't have the right strategy, and you will pay the price. Taurus is all over, crazy, crazy. Something you thought this relationship or marriage or partnership, this will last forever and ever and ever, and now your world is shaking down. Some changes are coming into your home, motherly figure, family of origin, and again, some changes in your additional education. You will have to rework or redo something if you want to get things moving into the right direction. Gemini, will I make it? Will I make it? Will I make it? You want to quarrel, Gemini. You want to verbally fight. You might try even to fight with your hands. Don't do it because you will get beaten. No, 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 no. And at the same time, just a moment, just a moment, just a moment. Taxes, returns, and so on. Something is waiting behind your back. Your immunology system is falling down. Guard your skeletal system, guard your heart, your lymphatic flow. Take care, forget about the stress. I know it's a stressful time, everything is take care about your driving in traffic. Everything is not moving forward, it's moving backward, and you are frustrated greatly, but this is the phase you have to go through. And cancers, changes in your incomes, how, where, what. You are trying to get the money, to start your family business, to start something from your heart. But are there chances? Yes, there are. If you are reworking on your project and something like that, a female friend could be of a great help, especially in this time. Right now, you might try to ask for the money loan from your sister, mother, and something like that. But not take it right now. Take it by the beginning of the month of September. Now, just talk with her and she will give you grandiose ideas and all the support she can. Or this could be a female relative of yours and this will get things going. I did it. Battery didn't die. And let's do the partial solar video separately. This was your astrologer Kira. My head is boiling underneath this hair, and I love you all and see you in the next video. Bye.